Hello, my name is Fernando Garcia. I'm a veterinary anesthesiologist, assistant professor at the University of Florida, and I'm here today with SonoSite to demonstrate a femoral block using ultrasound guided on the inguinal region of the dog. So the first thing we want to see here is a little bit of the anatomy that's going to be helpful for you. And as you can see, I have the dog in lateral recumbency, and with the limb to be blocked, extended, and with that I will be able to actually palpate some of the anatomic landmarks that I need. So first thing that I want to palpate is the pectineus muscle, okay, that you can see right here, and once the animal has the stretched limb, you can actually palpate quite well because it's stretched out, the muscle. Then just lateral to that, you're going to see your vasculature, so the vein and the femoral artery. And then still lateral to that, you're going to see your femoral nerve, okay? Now, it's still lateral to it, you're going to see the sartorius muscle, which is going to be also important when you're doing the ultrasound imaging. And what you want to see here is you're going to do a transverse approach with your, a transverse image with your ultrasound, and we're going to be looking at finding in my opinion, a way to find very easily the femoral nerve is looking into a lateral circumflex iliac artery, and I find that that really helps out in finding the femoral nerve. We're going to also use a nerve stimulation together with the ultrasound to help to find a contraction and actually also help me to make sure that I am actually on the right structure that I'm trying to block. Now, a caveat to using the stimulator on this type of block is that you want to make sure that you are more cranial enough to get the branches of the femoral nerve that goes to the quadriceps. If you don't get that and you block actually the saphenous nerve, which is the only sensory nerve, you're going to miss that contraction. And even though you have a distant image of the nerve, you're not going to have any contraction from your nerve stimulator, and you might think that you're not in the right place. So for this block, what I'm going to use is I have some sterile gloves. I have insulated needle that is already primed with fluid. I don't want to inject any air on in my region because that would really make my ultrasound image very poor. I'm using a neurostimulator here that's already connected also to this needle. And you notice here that my needle is in the sterile field, but actually the wire and the fluid is not, because in general I will have someone else do the injection and do the stimulation for me. As far as prepping here, this femoral nerve is generally blocked together with the sciatic nerve for procedures on the pelvic limb. And in this case, just for the demonstration, we don't have the limb completely clipped, but obviously for surgery this will be completely clipped. We're going to use the mid portion of the thigh here for doing image. I'm going to start quite distal on the limb to actually find the pectineus muscle and the vascular bundle, and I'm going to follow this bundle proximally until I find that circumflex artery that we were talking about, and then the femoral nerve is going to be just medial to that. Okay? So now I'm going to scrub this animal and wear my glove, put my sterile gloves, and then start the procedure.